Adam Sakosan writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is the most near-death experience you've had? Dave, what is the most near-death experience that you've had?
It's hard to say because I grew up Polish, so there's a lot of them. Um, for some reason, the one that always comes up is we were we were camping on my cousin's front porch. We had a tent set up on the porch. It was a big porch, and they had like this big wooden, I don't even know what it was, leaning up against the wall of the porch. And it was a little storm. It wasn't quite stormy. It was just warm. And my cousin told me to come outside, and he said, "Come check out this heat lightning over the pasture over there." And we kind of sat on the front steps, and we're looking at the heat lightning, and I'm like, "That's pretty cool." And then a breeze comes by and knocks that giant heavy piece of wood and just totally flattens the tent that I was just in. And it's funny that I think of that as a near death experience. I think because I was little, when this same cousin has taken me rappelling off of railroad trestles and stuff like that, which would probably be more dangerous.
Probably. I actually, this is what should have been story time with Uncle Alan right here. My closest near-death experience was when I was in college. I worked at Lowe's Home Improvement to to pay some bills and stuff. I was going to say to pay my way through college, but you can't pay for college.
I heard it's a great place to work. I keep saying.
Well, then don't listen to this story. So I worked in the paint department, and are you familiar with Drylock? That that
Heard of it.
that really dense stuff that you like put on your foundation brick and stuff to like waterproof
Okay,
and
yeah.
things like that. That stuff's it's
Yeah.
very heavy because it's so dense. Like a 5 gallon drum of it is a lot heavier than like regular paint or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and you know how in like these warehouse stores, it's like Lowe's and Home Depot, they have those really tall shelves, and in the top stock, they've got like pallets of stuff wrapped up with plastic, and so that you don't have accidents. But they have a company policy where if you're using the little forklift machine to go up there and get something, you have to block off the aisles, right? So that if you bump into the shelf and something were to fall, which is hard to do, by the way, like you gotta get like a running start to ram these things to tip them over. It won't kill someone.
Yeah.
Well, surprise, surprise, it's late one evening right before close. I'm working in that department. Back here in the back, homeboys are getting down they're getting down something, but they're working where the pallet of like 4 stacks of like these 5 gallon drums of Drylock are.
Mhm.
And they didn't block off the aisles. And they rammed the thing. And you see the pallet, the plastic's breaking. You're seeing the
Oh
pallet
yeah.
do this. So there's about to be an uh-oh. That's what
Mhm.
we call them. That's in the manual. They're uh-ohs. And I look over and I see this little girl, like I mean she can't be 5 years old, standing underneath where these things are
Oh my gosh.
falling over. And I actually ran, and I'll admit I basically tackled the girl. I ran. I was trying to get her, but like like she doesn't know what's going
Yeah.
on. So when I grab her, she like goes limp, like
Stranger danger.
stranger danger. And so we basically, I basically shove her. We fall over. I'm trying not to crush her. Like now I'm crushing her instead of the dry lock.
Yeah.
Um, and we fall over into like the next aisle, and that stuff comes down. Boom. There's dry lock every. Like now I'm covered in all this gunk and everything else. It hit the floor. And then, so first of all, I was like, what am I doing? Just let that girl die. What is that? It's not my problem. Then, to add insult to injury, her parents then got mad because it happened, which is totally
Mhm.
understandable, and
Yeah.
yelled at me because I was so rough with their daughter. And
And
that was
that's
the
why we
day I
have the
decided to
man we have
be
today.
that was the day I decided to be a libertarian and never help anyone else ever again. That was it.